Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. It's been a little bit. Last week, for those of you that don't know, I was over on Akaleth's channel. We did our yearly State of the Noodle, talking about all things D&T. So if you want to go check that out, it is on his YouTube. I believe I linked it on my YouTube as well, so it should be pretty easy to find. I can drop the link at some point in chat. I should have had like a command for it or something. I know Akaleth has one in his chat, but it was a lot of fun. I think hopefully a lot of people got a lot of good out of it in terms of where D&T at is in this meta for the next month and 10 days, whatever, until Grief gets banned. But we're back to some more of the same old for me, at least, which is just playing some black-white D&T. I'll be honest, this might be my last Legacy stream until the ban happens. I really just haven't been having fun in this format. I've been playing because I have the Showcase qualifier to prepare for this Sunday. I have Gen Con to prepare for at the end of the month. It's like August 1st through 4th or something. Hey Eric, hey Digital Sloth, how's it going? But yeah, Legacy just hasn't been fun. It's been miserable. Even in leagues, it's been like scam 2 to 3 times per league. Like every time I fire it up. This current list I have in front of me is extremely teched to like try to win more game ones against scam at the expense of a bunch of your other matchups, and it just doesn't fucking matter because they're just scam everywhere. It's so frustrating. After this stream, I'm gonna be just taking a break from Legacy. Conveniently, as Mangork in chat is talking about, Dual Commander is coming to Magic Online as of next Wednesday, July 24th. I am an old Dual Commander fan, 1v1, 20 life point, separate ban list commander format. I used to play it in college a lot, like 8 years ago or at something like that. I used to be a huge fan of the format. It was a lot of fun. The big reason I never liked Commander is just like multiplayer. I like not having to deal with like the weird social politics of dealing with 4 people. I like just having an opponent and trying my best to win that game, and not having to deal with any other like weird outside influences that a lot of Commander brings to the table. So this format really appeals to me, and I hope it's successful. They're launching like leagues, like kind of miniaturized leagues. I think that the payout's a little smaller because they're like a little bit targeted more towards the casual experience. But if the leagues take off, they plan to maybe support it even with like challenges and stuff, and it would be super cool. So I'm moving next week's stream to Wednesday, so I can stream Dual Commander starting next week, and then I'll go back to my normal Tuesday time slot. But I will probably just stream it Dual Commander. If people are hanging out, having fun, we're all having a good time, I might just play Dual Commander and ride it out until the ban happens. Yeah, 100 card singleton deck building is really enjoyable. Like finding a lot of like random cool niche cards. I think I would like Canlander or something a little bit more than Commander. Like like everyone gets a partner, I guess, kind of balances the idea of partners, right? Like if everyone has a partner in their commander, then it's a lot less broken. Although technically you can have a partner and a commander, but it's like a lot harder. But I will definitely be trying it at least a little bit. It's only like probably like 4 weeks by the time when Dual Commander comes out to like the Grief ban, something like that. So I'll definitely give it a try. I used to play a mono black Sidisi Buried Alive deck. That I was looking at the ban list, that got like banned to hell and back. Like 2 different cards in that old deck got banned. I used to play a mono green Selvala deck that looks like you could like maybe even play it still. It was like a mono green Selvala ramp deck where you like played Phyrexian Dreadnought and activated your Selvala and made like 12 green mana, stuff like that. I was like thinking about it too at work, and I was like, you could probably build like a sick ass Yoshimaru deck. Partners have been like severely nerfed, but like doesn't matter. Like Yoshimaru just being a very good card, like aggressive card you can always cast on turn 1 and then fill the rest of your deck with other stuff. Anyway, I'll probably like speculate a lot more, and like maybe we'll even brew a little bit next week to fire something into a league. But I'm excited for that, mostly because, man, I don't want to play Legacy right now. Hey, Duke, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Best background playlist for work. I'm glad to keep you company during work wherever, whatever you're doing today. We'll just be playing Legacy for today, though. We can just play a prelim, actually, can't we, huh? I don't. It probably won't fire because this would be like the first. Are prelims even around? They are. All right, we could try to fire the prelim, but usually these early Legacy prelims just never fire. I'll sign up for it, and we'll just play a league in the meantime. Can always play modern and be annoyed that Nadu isn't banned? Yeah, even if I was even interested in a modern deck, it would just be the same thing where like everyone wants Nadu banned. I could play Pioneer and then complain about Amalia or Vampires or Phoenix in some capacity. I could play Vintage and then I'm playing Vintage, I guess. I don't really have a lot against Vintage. It's just like not my cup of tea in general. But for now, we will just play this. I don't think I actually like talked a lot about the list because I kind of got sidetracked by talking about Dual Commander. But this is just like pretty heavily teched to try to fight Scam. We have like double main deck Sash, main deck Tamer Priest, Spirit of the Labyrinth of Rathalias, stuff like that. I didn't know where to put this GTA. I cut the GTA from the main just because it's always really bad against Scam. You could probably just cut this from the 95 entirely. GTA is pretty weak right now, but I found myself wanting it in like a couple of matchups that I see around. But other than that, this list has been performing pretty admirably. I know Akaleth trophied on Sunday with, I guess I won't say similar because his is definitely less aggressively tuned for Scam. He's just like playing Thalias and a normal amount of like graveyard cards. 15th sideboard card for my mono white D&T list. Another Path to Exile. I don't know how many are in your deck, but honestly, could probably play more. I think my mono white lists are on like 4 paths sideboard. One of my mono white lists was on 1 path main 3 sideboard. You're only running 3? Perfect. You play 4th. I do think removal's really, really good right now. A lot of the, like, stuff like Path, like, unconditional removal is good, versus Scam, and then a lot of the decks that are kind of existing around Scam exist because this format has, like, a critically low density of removal spells. Scam has made it so that, like, a lot of decks that really play to the board and don't want their stuff killed are kind of exploiting that loophole a little bit. But D&T comes in with this deck with just, like, a million Flame Tongue Kavus and can just, like, smush a lot of these decks that just, like, can't keep up by just casting creatures every turn 1 for 1. Streamer, I can't get this combo in the fighting game. Am I hitting the button too early or too late? For me, I think I'm always too early, so you're probably too early. Hey, dog, get out. Get out of here. I'm trying to think because like Elden Ring, I beat Elden Ring a few weeks ago, so like, I think I was almost always too early when I was like dodging an Elden Ring. Because games like that, you just panic, right? You just want to hit the button. Panic rolling's a big thing. Fighting games may be a little different, but I imagine a similar case of like I need to dodge the thing. Boros Initiative 16 days ago. I sure hope not. What happened to everything? Why is everything so small? What? I didn't re-download Moto recently. What? What happened to my stops? Have I ever accidentally not chosen my camera? Literally never, actually. A lot of people have done it, like, maybe once. I've never done it. Why does it keep making the shuffling sound? Does it keep doing that every time I set a stop? I don't know if you guys can hear that, because I don't think I have Moto sounds enabled, but you might be able to pick it up through the mic. Weird. Serious question, what if Groove doesn't get banned in August? No shot. Anyway, this seems fine. Like, the numbers that Scam is producing, it's absurd. It's not worth my brain capacity to entertain what if. What if they actually just don't do anything? Feels like my opponent is probably on initiative if they're mulling to 5, huh? Yeah, I would absolutely just not. I would stop playing Legacy. I'm like this close to registering 60 basics on Sunday in the showcase. Like, it's not a good time. Cavern on Goblin, not initiative? Yes, it is the showcase on Sunday. Alright, what do you got over there? Mold 5, Cavern on Goblin. It is initiative. Just casting broadside bombardiers. Well, this 4th area seems a lot more scary. Yoink. A little tempted to take Chromox there, honestly, but they're already on a Mold 5 that Chromox isn't very good. I will definitely need the good luck lackey. I'm looking forward to my tournament report that is just 5 rounds of Scam. So the awkward thing about Stoneforge here is that my opponent could go like 3rd land, Bombardier, throw the Chromox at it, and I have just drawn 2 lands, so I don't have a white card for the Solitude. I could just Wasteland, which is probably fine. I could also like just Scry. I kind of like Wastelanding more because this deck's mana base is horrendous. What's up, Joyful Waffle? I think I'm just gonna Wasteland their Caracas, honestly. Hey, 420KU, thanks for the gifted sub. Appreciated. What are we talking about? What is happening with this new Ral? This, like, the 4-mana Planeswalker or whatever? We're just, like, memeing about cards that aren't playable? Is that the bit that we're doing? I have not been I've very loosely been following whatever chat is talking about. Phantom Blade's actually kind of nice. I might just get Sash now, so I can actually just Solitude the Bombardiers, and then we have a removal spell for the next thing. It's not bad. It's like kind of annoying that we can't seem to draw a good card, but it's probably fine. I have no fears because any meta is better than the current. The current meta is hell. I would rather us ban the card and then figure out that there's a new level of hell waiting for us after. We just need to get past this. If there's another broken card in MH3, we can figure that out. We can all figure that out together. And maybe we live in Nadu hell or Frog hell after that. But, like, we've been in grief hell for 6 months. Come on. We can get out of here. Yeah, a lot of the cards that aren't Grief are much less scary in theory because Grief is such a painfully hard card to interact with reasonably. I would also love if we were just in Delver hell. If Grixis Delver with no basics and playing Frog becomes the tier 1 deck, I will be ecstatic. Alright, you gonna cast Bombardier. I almost just want to let them sack. But I shouldn't. There's, like, no reason to. Like, if they'd sack the thing... Yeah, I'll just kill it. I don't foresee us really losing this game. Oh, well, that works. Yoink. Oko was legal during Luris and Underworld Breach, right? Baby steps? Yes. I suppose you're not, yeah. You're not wrong. You ban Underworld Breach, and then Luris gets printed, and then you ban Luris and Zerta, and then you nerf Companions to get rid of Garuda, and then we were living in Oko Hell for like another 6 months or something after that. Eldrazi is like one of the more popular non-scam decks right now, so it does kind of track that Eldrazi is hanging around. I'm not sure if I'm a believer that Eldrazi has a good scam matchup, but it probably has a passable scam matchup, and that's like as much as you can ask for most decks nowadays anyway. Phantom seems pretty bad. It's decent against soul lands, right? Because it still does put them down on mana, but they usually have 2 to 3 basics in this deck. What even has a good scam matchup now? Yeah, that's how I feel. I think most people that will tell you they have a good scam matchup are lying to you. They probably have a good scam matchup against the average scam player. I was like 7-0 testing like mono white D&T in like leagues versus scam, and then I tested against good scam players, and I just got crushed into the dirt. Like, not even it's night and day playing versus like actual scam players versus just like random people in leagues. Oh, lower the curve, just cut like the back card. I could buy that. Yeah, you just want like dudes in play, so it's generally just gonna be better than 3 drops. Sash is gonna suck, but we kind of want one for the Solitude angle. Spirited Labyrinth is decent against what's it called? Fable. A little bit worse than thought in this matchup, certainly, because of how scary 4th is. I need to actually sideboard, huh? I don't even know what I'm supposed to cut for this, or for this last Path to Exile before I add anything else, and just cut like the last Wisp. Someone else said I've seen that rumor going around. I'm pretty sure it's a lie. Someone was like saying in Spike's chat that they said on the stream today that they were going to announce a ban on Monday. That's just not true. I watched the announcement, like the stream today, and they never mentioned it at all. It's just like if they had said something on the stream, there would be a clip that would be making rounds on Twitter right now. Anyway, I'm just gonna cut all these wisps. Call it a day. Any better controller Storm should also easy outplay Rescam. If that was true, then like these decks would show up more, but it's just not. How could there be such a giant skill gap? When the deck is really, really good, a lot of people will play it, and a lot of people aren't as good at the game. So, like, the random person that net decks a scam list in a league and has played, like, one league on it already and just does not have the reps is not going to be as good as testing against, like, veteran scam players at this point. Do I want to keep this? Not really. This hand does nothing. It has no good removal quickly. The 2-drop isn't good. Bones is only good when you pair it with, like, Solitude in this matchup. We have a clunky Phantom Blade. The only good thing about this hand is File. Alright, this hand's more playable. What am I putting back? Spirit or Bones? Yeah, knowing what your role is in a matchup is definitely that's a very good point, Lackey. Knowing your role in a matchup is a huge needle to thread. Every time I play against scam in leagues, they're like, "Oh, I got bored in these Orcish Bowmasters and these Dothy Voidwalkers versus D&T," and I test against Jarvis, and he's just like, boards in like 2 cards and plays blue-black Reanimator against me. I'm like, this matchup is way scarier than when my opponent's casting Forge Devils and 3/2 unblockable against my deck with like 400 Flame Tongue Kavus. I think I just want to get rid of this Emperor Bones. We're like exiling creatures that are going to come down. We want Spirit if they have like an early Fable or something. We want lands. We could like put the Backstreet on the bottom potentially, but I kind of just want all my lands. Planes go. I will... Is there a world that I'm ever going to cast Plow here? Yeah, we'll just do this. Because we can always fetch the second Backstreet if we, for some reason, do want to cast Plow. We can just cast it. Yeah, there's a lot of worlds where we want to cast Plow there, actually. If they just went, like, Soul Land Spirit Guide creature, then we want to Plow and tap cast a 2-drop. What are we looking for here? More removal, more creatures to put in play. I have a feeling they're going to kill my creature then untap. Well, I'm not looking for that, certainly. Like I said, I don't have high hopes that my creatures are going to live, so I don't really want to play Stoneforge. I want to play the worst creature, I think. Because if they want to protect their board state, they're going to, like, Plow untap, cast a initiative threat. Oh, or do that, I guess. Now what? If they cast Dungeoneer. Oh, well, that's not Dungeoneer. It's not really scary at all, actually. Three cards in hand. I could just Plow this and play Stoneforge in the same turn. It's a little dangerous to just like play Stoneforge plus tap land this turn because it just lets them build up this bigger and bigger board of creatures. So if they do put an initiative creature, it's going to be harder to punch through. So I kind of like Plow, play the Karakas untapped, cast Stoneforge, so I develop more stuff on the board. I have an extra removal in hand. Second question is, do I attack here? Do I offer this trade? I'm gonna have to attack into it at some point, I think. But if they kill my Stoneforge after, not necessarily. I don't think I offered the trade. I think we just get Kaldra. It really feels like they have a Swords to Plowshares. I guess they don't. Take those. Yeah, people love the sideboard jukes. Like you put like a sideboard juke in any deck, people will just board it every fucking time. I remember back in the day when like Landon tricked every red-black Reanimator player into boarding in that crypt something, the 1-drop zombie that you like discard a card to make more zombies. And they would just always board that in against like D&T. It's just this plan is so bad. Just make a Grizzlebrand. I think I'm just gonna let this happen. Interesting. So they just didn't want their attack trigger? Guess that's fine. Do they have Solitude? Doesn't matter, we can actually path the Dungeoneer as well. I don't know if they have third basic. It's kind of awkward that I'm going to let them get the initiative back if I attack with both. But it is better if they do have Solitude. My instinct is that they have Solitude here. I think I'm fine passing it back and forth a little bit. just don't want to kill us on upkeep anyway, because they could have, like, touched the Spirit Realm or something. Do they have third basic? Sometimes you see Plains Mountain. Yeah. Oh, wait. I should not F6, huh? I should probably play my land out. That seems a little bit important. I kind of want this just because it's white card, right? I want to make sure that I have the ability to, like, recruit Solitude next turn. We getting big fourthed? That's what it seems like. They don't draw cards at least because it's Spirit of Labyrinth. It's pretty nice. And I'm not confident that they can race us down. Maybe they can. This is like 10 into 8. Maybe they can. Am I dead? I think I am. Depending if I like attack with these, I can hit them for 10 because of how first strike works. I can go into Forge, hit them for 10, 11 max. I have to worry about Trap. If I recruiter, I have nothing else. I have to recruit Solitude. Solitude the Knight. Block here, take 4, die to Trap. Which means we have to leave back Cauldra. Block here. Block here. Or block here on Recruiter, block here. Solitude 1. Still dead? I'm just actually dead unless I don't attack? That seems not good for me, huh? Block. No, that's not. Wait, no, I did my math wrong. If I attack here and put counters here, block, or block with a recruiter, block. Wait, no, I didn't do my. I'm fucking losing it. I'll have 3 blockers to 5 attackers to 4 attackers. So I'm gonna kill 1. If anything gets through, I die. Okay, no, I am just dead. Let's cast recruiter to make sure I'm not missing anything obvious. But I don't think anything is better than just a Solitude. Kitty. Nope. Fuck off. Yeah, we're dead. I think we're just fine running it back. I thought about like boarding in the GTA or whatever, but I think it's almost, I'm almost never grabbing over a white card for Solitude, a removal spell, or like the creature with haste. Yeah, if that Spirit was a Thalia, definitely better for this matchup. But this matchup is definitely not something that I generally am planning for. I'm interested in trying this deck again post Grief Band, though. This hand feels too slow to me. Would rather have a hand with 1s. Alright, we'll take this. Bottom second. I think I actually bottom 3rd land here, honestly. We want multiple 2-drops in case of removal spell. Well, should have kept fetch over over. Without grief, do you think Red White Initiative is better than Moon Stompy? I think Frog will still be a pretty big role player in a post-grief world, and Moon Stompy is a pretty huge Frog problem. So the ability to play, like, white removal spells for Frog seems nice. This card seems like it sucks. We can no longer Stoneforge for white card, but not something that's generally high on my list. Where were you last turn? My opponent kept 7. I think I just want to play Mom here, hold up removal. Like, just force some point of interaction. This punishes me specifically if they have interaction and don't play a creature next turn, because it would have made me want to play a 2, so I could do this sort of play next turn. A lot of people hate the initiative mechanic. I'm not really one of them. I mean, I did a lot of winning with Whiteblade Adventure, so there's only so much I can really hate it. I wonder if I could have... Nah, Pathing Mountain Mom seems kind of insane there. Oh, yeah, see, this was the punish if they had a slower hand. Oh, well, we found a land, so I guess it's not a punish anymore. So they're down 1 removal spell. I think now's an okay time to cast Stoneforge. Do I just play Spirit? And play around removal even more? Well, I'll just play Stoneforge. I think it's fine. No, removal's good for me. Now just Soul Land, guy, go. Come on, just Soul Land initiative creature. Pass the turn. What could go wrong into my known Cauldra? Yeah, it might be like way too high on Cassandra, but I do want to try Cassandra in Moon or in Initiative. Just like 3-drop, Boros colors, has haste, has the ability to like turn into a lot of card advantage via you shoving a bunch of mana into it. Like on an empty hand, it's just like a divination if you have 5 mana. Does a lot of things, like is 2 colors for your like Chromoxes and stuff. Does a lot of things that you'd theoretically want. But I'm just like I'm just so disinterested in trying Initiative while Scam is the tier 1 deck. Tier 0 deck. Deck has truly such a horrendous Scam matchup.
Are you winning?
I don't know. Depends on what my opponent does this turn. They just like kill my thing, we will just do this running back just with the Spirit of Labyrinth and play instead. I guess I'm just always fetching Shadowy Backstreet here on end step unless they play a creature. They play basically any creature, we just fetch planes, kill it. I guess we fetch. There's like worlds that they have Magus boarded in against us. But we also have double removal spells, so we don't care that much. Just thinking about... It's like Emperor of Bones punishes me for not having double black, potentially. I'll probably just... Yeah, Just always switch back Street if they don't cast as a creature. If they do cast a creature, I probably am fine with just casting, or just fetching Scrubland. Alright, well this is fine. We can plow this. Do I even want to plow this? Yeah, this deck's pretty mana hungry. Now we really want to draw a land here. Although I guess we... So spiriting the Fable trigger is good for me. Unless if we fetch, plow, untap, draw land, we can Spirit plus Cauldra. If we plow and don't draw land, I think we just have to play Spirit, which is also fine. They didn't have removal last turn. Yeah. I'm fine with this. Kill this, untap, draw land. Dang. Well, we tried our best. Hopefully they don't find removal. It's still kind of fine. We're sitting with a removal spell and a big hasty creature in our hand. It's a little awkward that this Fable's gonna flip and we only have the one removal spell. Notably, Spirit much better than Thalia here, whereas it was much worse than this last game. Much worse into both the already cast Fable, the Fable trigger, and the Caracas in play. Spirit Labyrinth does need it. Spirit Labyrinth needs like a significant power creep. Spirit Labyrinth should not be a playable legacy card, but there's like actually nothing better in white. It's really embarrassing. Sure. Down to 4 cards in hand. Not down to 4 cards in hand. They're just playing Goblin Broadside Bombardiers. That's kind of obnoxious, honestly. Because I have to give them a mana here. They still have 4 cards. But we have a Cauldra and a Spirit in play, so not the end of the world. Ooh, that's nice. Let me go to combat opponent, please. Please. Come on. Come on. Do you have the Solitude? You Solitude the germ? Come on. Come on. Thank you. Did he just swords this dude? No, I Path to Exiled it. The swords was cast like turn 2. Definitely looking like it could be dicey here as Fable flipping. Certainly threatening, but we're pretty significantly advantaged on board and in the race here. A lot of good top decks as well. Recruiter, Plow, Path, Solitude, Skyclave, Laron. Phantom Blade. What are we doing, opponent? We were playing so good, like the first 2 games, then suddenly the internet's on the fritz. Rats chewing on their router. Just please let me deal you damage. Thank you. Now we have 6. I got nothing. I got 1 card in hand. Go nuts, opponent. Ugh. 5. It's 4th. Solitude. That's pretty good. Not solituding the Mother of Runes is less good. That's also not very good, but... Let's check what they got going on over there, I guess. I feel like they should have solituded the... Oh, dear God. This hand is suddenly extremely horrifying. Jesus. We might not be making it out of this one, gang. She knocked over a little thing. We definitely have to take a 4th. Definitely have to attack. We might be dead here. We have maybe 1 turn to draw like a removal spell for this reflection before we get buried by Solitude. Because they didn't kill the mom first, this reflection is not threatening this turn. It's threatening next turn when they, end step Solitude the mom, untap Solitude the mom a 2nd time, and then start taking over from there. We also can't draw Recruiter as our out anymore to reflection. Just Laron, Solitude, Path, Plow. You can target the mom so you can attack for 6 lifelink. I'll just trade with the Solitude, I think. I guess it depends a little. If they, 4th for 2, it gets a little scary, right? I just have to make the trade, though. Lets them draw cards, but also lets me draw... Oh, no, they don't even draw cards. There are 2 spirits in play. They just attack for 3, then. Oh, dear Jesus. They drew Ancient Tomb. That's pretty bad for me, huh? I feel like this reflection activation doesn't feel very correct to me, but I don't think it particularly matters unless we draw super well. I think I will trade for one of the knights in an effort to try to limp out of this one. If we draw exactly Skyclave, we might be able to finagle out of this with a Mother of Runes and some blocking. Or they might time out if they take 4 minutes for every attack. 8, we only have 8 and they're gaining 3 here with the Solitude. Unfortunate. We're actually quite close to lethaling them. Best draw's probably Skyclave. Best draw's definitely not Plains. I think we might just actually be dead now. Maybe not this turn, but not looking great for the home team, huh? Had a pretty good start too. Sometimes you kill the goblin token and then you look like an idiot afterwards for it when your opponent hits 17 land drops. Notably, if the goblin token had stuck around and attacked a couple of times, this 4th would have been 2 or 3 bigger and it would have been even worse for us, but hard to say. This deck is oftentimes so mana hungry that you usually just want to point and click on the goblin. I feel think we'd be in a much worse spot if they just did this thing end step, but I don't think it matters at this point. If we draw basic land, are we alive? I don't think so. Do I have to trade here? Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go to 4. Draw basic. Yorion. Yeah, I mean, we had the extra removal spell for the reflection too, was the thing. And had like a lot of turns to draw towards more of them. In our deck of, you know, 20 Flame Tongue Kavus. I think we're just dead. And like, I don't think we're winning this game if they have 2 treasures and not a reflection, and then their 4th ends up being for like 5 or 6 that turn or whatever, right? Oh, right on time. We did it. We found the Witch Enchanter. Did we draw on that last turn? No, we didn't have the land for the Witch Enchanter last turn. Never mind. I like fit in our mana curve better. Notably, we could have potentially like we could have pressured them earlier had potentially had we not plowed the Goblin Shaman, right? We could have fetched for Surveilland, tried to hit the 4th land drop, and then just gone Spirit plus Cauldra and just shove. And maybe that was like a more reasonable line. That might have been better, honestly. Just try to race that way. That is also predicated on like hitting that 4th land drop, though. It just, we get an extra look at it, right? It's not guaranteed still, and we still are pretty priced into casting the Spirit that turn if we don't hit the 4th land drop. And then like I probably still plow the token at that point. I guess thinking about it though, there's probably no reason to plow that turn, right? Did we end up using all the mana that? Hey, Don Reed? That's my boss's name. That's so weird. My Moto opponent's name is Don Reed.
Oh, the boss?
Like, yeah, my boss.
That's kind of funny.
That's so weird.
Are you sure you don't want to be tomorrow like, hey, Don?
Don's just my boss is just like secretly a legacy grinder.
This whole time?
That would be crazy. No, there's no way.
Isn't he like fucking...
He's like a million years old. Actual no shot.
Hey, old people can play Magic.
Yeah, but he's not someone who would. I'll put it that way. There's no one I can send this screenshot to. No, there's actually like one person I can send this screenshot to, I think. Just the, save that screenshot for later. I'll DM him asking if he works at Boeing. Gonna get written up for calling him. It's over. It's over for me. We'll keep this. Thought season to some 2s. What would Don play if Don were if my boss, my team lead, were a Magic player, were a Legacy player? Hey, dog, get out of here. Cut it out. Out with that shit. Ugh. Another Mold of 5 deck, huh? Are we just gonna get like turn 1? Oh no. Oh no, this is... I'm conditioned to like... Oh, yeah, I'm conditioned for this reaction when my opponent plays Underground Sea, but it's usually Scam nowadays, but... We're just gonna get turn 1 Doomsday with my Thoughtseize hand and it'll die, yeah. That's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. Not turn... Oh, we're just getting turn 2 Doomsday with Thoughtseize protection. I see how it is. Love it. Like, I'm not casting Thoughtseize, right? I could Shadowy back... I guess Shadowy Backstreet for Spirit of the Labyrinth is probably a more reasonable play. This is like the only thing that matters here. My opponent's card in hand can't matter because it can't be both a land and like a cantrip to dig into the pile to kill me. No one's a stream sniper. We're just speculating because my opponent's name is my boss's name at work. I guess that's a reason to Thoughtseize, right? They get to keep 2 Lotus Petals now. Makes their piles a little bit easier. Dawn would definitely not be a Doomsday player. That's for sure. It's okay. We'll just draw a Spirit of the Labyrinth. Is the oh yeah, I kind of forgot we were signing up for the prelim. The prelims never fire like the week after. Like no one's grinding. Hey dog, you're getting kicked out. Get out of here. Enough. The prelims never fire like the week after the LCQs. I just signed up just to like to show that I would be there to support it, but I doubt we'll get enough people. Please just kill me. I should just concede. Like, this is my least favorite part about playing Doomsday in leagues. We just have to sit here for minutes, just put together any pile, and I'm never gonna win. You're playing against D&T opponent. Play around nothing. There's almost nothing I can do to prevent you from killing me exactly next turn. You could like play around Spirit of the Labyrinth and build some fucking just. I'm pretty sure the fetch Thoracle basic pile or like land pile kills me through everything. Like if I play Stoneforge Mystic, I'm pretty sure I still don't beat that, right? No, I think I might race it. Just kill me. Maybe like Thoughtseize, they don't have land, and then like draw Wasteland was the best way to like try to win rather than Surveil for Spirit. Oh, we're at 8 out of 12. All right. Are you gonna join Jarvis, or are you just watching? Jarvis is in here. Be 9 out of 12. Jarvis, I believe in you. Going to bed soon. I'm going to bed soon. This fucking Doomsday on the stack. Jesus Christ. This is painful. 9 out of 12 now. Maybe I'll just concede match. If we actually get to 12 out of 12. You don't need to think this long, I promise. Any prelim enjoyers wanna accompany us? So I don't have to play against Motown 4. Naya 4 drops. Three players left means that I think it has a pretty decent shot of firing. Motown 4, I can only respect Motown 4's commitment to whatever bit they are on, because they play truly the worst looking piles I've ever seen in my life. But like they play the shit, like they will fucking 2-4 every challenge and 2-2 every prelim. Just gotta respect the commitment. The opponent has finally decided on a pile. a full 4 minutes after putting Doomsday on the stack. Prelims are only good if you need QPs. Yeah, pretty much. They're pretty terrible EV unless you value QPs. God, I want to draw a fast oracle so badly and just win. You got over there still to roll a Doomsday. Yeah, this might be my million-year-old boss. They're still resolving it. You picked your 5 cards. Just it's not that hard to put them on the top of the library, I promise. How old is my boss? Like mid-60s, I think. He's retiring soon. He always talks about retiring. Perfect. Go get him. Yeah, that was about the amount of time I would expect a 65-year-old to resolve a Doomsday. You're passing? Oh, no. Okay, stop on the draw stuff. I was going to freak out if they just passed the turn. God, they just made, like, the worst possible pile against Spirited Labyrinth. It would have been so nice if we drew it. They just got annihilated. Cycle Edge, Autumn, Cast Oracle, kill me. Yeah. You got it, Chief. They're not even... Wait, there's 1 card left. You're not even going to play her on Solitude? What? Maybe their last card was, like, another Cycler that they just didn't need to fire off. Unless I cast the Solitude. Whatever. Alright, well, our sideboard plan for Doomsday. I guess we have these White Orchid Phantoms. They're guaranteed to build a pile that loses to Solitude and Spirit. Yeah. You're not wrong. Just, it doesn't matter how bad, like, how... It's like, what your Doomsday opponent's choices are. It's just, like, the matchup is just so unwinnable. Am I supposed to board in Paths against someone who just, like, absolutely doesn't respect removal spells like that? I think I'm supposed to board out Wisps, and then, like, Bones is, like, a 2-2. You can pump it to a 4-4, so it's, like, not untenable that it's... It also, like, could potentially help out with, like, getting your Haber Thoughtseizure forced. Flickering your White Orchid Phantom, stuff like that. It's probably fine. You'd probably find worse cards in the deck right now than Path to Exile, honestly, but just hit submit. I just want to move on to the next match, I'll be honest. Is this firing? 11? Shit, I might just concede, huh? I hate double queuing. Does it even qualify as a double queue, though? If we're playing against Doomsday on the other match? We just cast our spell in F6 every time? Mr. Bones will reanimate Thoracle this game. Turn 1, Thoughtseize the Thoracle. Turn 2, Bones, reanimate Thoracle. Wait, doesn't... I guess it attacks them for an extra 1 and gives me a Scry 2. Thoughtseize? Well, I should have been more specific, I guess. This hand is like also unkeepable on just like 2 white sources, but it's just 2 Krakas. Wow, the world is conspiring against me, huh? Just like, am I allowed to keep this on 6? I think I keep this on 6 rather than go to 5. Maybe it's just the part of me that wants to lose. Yeah, my deck is throwing so I don't embarrass my boss, I think is the takeaway here. I think it's Bean. Come on. Round 1, Bean? Can't catch a break in any match. Yeah, the Breland actually fired. Kind of funny. I'll keep this. Hopefully Bean has a frog-heavy scam hand, huh? Against scam, I almost always thought sees first. As much as I would like to play Aether Vial here, you just have to make sure you can disrupt their bullshit. I'm gonna lose my mind in this match. Yeah, this is good scam testing for sure. Playing against one of the best Legacy players in the world. Happy to play this one. I truly don't know what's happening over here. Like, come on. My mind, what is happening? I get Bean not being here because Bean probably also didn't expect the challenge or the prelim to fire. He probably stepped away from the computer and he'll be back. What the fuck is Don Reed doing? Isn't Bean the last Greek Stellar player? Not according to this goldfish link from MTG bought 6 days ago that says he played Scam. Maybe he is though. We might be able to find out based on his turn 1 play. We'll see. God, he cracked the fetch land. Oh, my opponent is turn 1 doomsdaying me over there. I wonder if they can beat Spirited Labyrinth. Oh, well, I guess my choice of 1-drop is decided. Potentially none of them. I can't believe my opponent, like, tanked for, like, played Scalding Tarn, waited 2 minutes, waited a full 2 minutes of round time, then went Pedal Pedal Doomsday, like... This is so exhausting. I'm glad, for the first time in my life, I'm glad we're double queuing so we can actually do something else. They're gonna spend another 4 minutes making a Doomsday pile that loses to, like, Spirited Labyrinth and Swords of Plowshares. Then they're gonna have days for my Spirited Labyrinth and then kill me before I have the Swords of Plowshares up. This is the worst Moto experience of my entire life. Thank you. Thank you for making a choice. Reanimate, take the Thoughtseize? No. Alright, cool. All Thoughtseize. Fetch basic swamp. We have basic swamp, basic plains. Pretty nice. What's happening over here? Are they actually turn 1-ing me? They're like literal turn 1-ing me? Wait. Did we get him? Did I actually un-F6 in time? Did we actually get him? We got him! We won! We won a game! They had the literal turn 1, but they didn't fucking play around. Swords to Plowshares. Oh my god. We do have to wait just another 7 minutes for the next game. We really shouldn't have won that, huh? I was like fully F6. It was pure luck that I clicked over to un F6 at that proper time. Oh my god. Alright, what's happening over here? Let me see your hand, Bean. What you got? Frogs? Alright, well, we're pretty insulated against frogs at least. What do you do with the Ponder? Chooses not use Ponder, so he knows the top card. Well, I'm not going to cast any spells here, so... I would not Solitude in response to a Reanimate on Grief or whatever. Maybe I would. Go down to 1 Spirit, though. Maybe I would. Not even casting Frog. What does that mean? I mean, he obviously knows that I have 3 Spirited Labyrinths in my hand. Oh, that's what that means, sure. Played the Strand. Probably ditching the Delta. Alright. I kind of want to board in Path to Exiles with how much my opponent is just not respecting the existence of removal spells. Like, what would I cut? The Skyclaves? You know what? Fuck it. I don't care about this Doomsday match anymore. We're boarding in Path to Exiles. I will cast Spirit of the Labyrinth, like I will do for the next 3 turns, probably. You're gonna, like, Surveil Land Days? No, you want to cast, like, another Brainstorm? Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, this one's not a keep. Oh, and we're getting Entombed. We're gonna die. Cool. Alright, we'll keep this in Prey. Bottom the back street here. We want untapped lands. Wasteland's nice. Just turn 1 me again, please. I believe in you. At least we have Solitude, potentially. Obviously not great versus an Atraxa, but at least we can get it off the board. Solitude in response to the Atraxa trigger, pitching Flicker Wisp? Oh, we're not getting Atraxid. That's pretty nice. Alright, beatdown time. What's happening over here? My opponent is casting Ponder after a minute. This does make for the world's easiest double Q. Frog. I wonder if I'm supposed to Solitude this just to continue pressuring. I guess we'll draw first, huh? Frog vs. Double Spear is funny, but also GG being disconnected. But also, like, it does potentially threaten as a, I guess I could just attack, right? If they actually want to threaten as a 3/4, we just get to... Yeah, I'll Thoughtseize here. Ponder shuffled over here. Sure. Is he just binning his whole hand? Or is he just binning the psychic, the... I think I will Solitude here just to put pressure on now. Solitude, pitch Wisp, cast Mom, attack for 6. Maybe it was supposed to keep Flicker Wisp. Probably not, though. Alright, we'll take a Bone Man. I think I'll play this Wasteland out. It's known info for them, but like it's revealing info to them. Play around Wasteland, but potentially want to fetch a Surveil land or something. We could notably burst damage for like 7 here with like Emperor Bones pitch Solitude. Kind of nice. I think I'm supposed to attack all here. My opponent just drew land and played it out. If I attack all, I put them to 3, which means if they reanimate a tracks, I can potentially win off of Mother of Ruins activation. Cavern of Souls on Merfolk, huh? Just gonna cast the Laron. Attack for 2, cast Laron here. I guess I should have cast the Laron pre-combat. It doesn't really matter. If they counter it, then we can just target it next turn. I think I heard the sounds of Bean conceding a few seconds ago, which is nice for me. He did not draw the anime dead, I guess. Yeah, Spirited Labyrinth was really good there. 3 Thalias there would have been pretty bad, huh? Board and all this shit. I had been fully cutting Moms in this matchup. Fully cutting Wisps, cutting Laron. I'm 2 cards short? I thought it was usually 1 card short. Oh, I was cutting Cauldron, there we go. Cut the Witch Enchanter. Maybe it's not allowed to cut to 32 lands, but I kind of hate the Witch Enchanter. If I attack for 6, play Emperor, they're at 11. I can threaten lethal next turn with the Solitude Pump. And I'm only attacking for 4 unless I pump it. If I attack for 4, put them to 13, play Emperor. 13, play Emperor. I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. Not lethal. right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We won game 1 versus Bean, yeah. I guess I have plenty of time to kill in this match, huh? Let's let Bean figure out an opening hand in the meantime. I think I keep this a little loose. We can like fetch Surveil Land or play the Vial. We Fairy Macabre, Source Splash Airs, Spirit Labyrinth. A lot of good cards. Don't like the mulliganing versus Scam. Maybe this hand's loose. Maybe it's not. This is put them to 13. If I just attack, they go to 13. I play Emperor of Bones. I have 6 in play. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage showing next turn, so I'd put them to 1. Putting them to 1 is putting them dead, though, because they can't cast Doomsday. So it's fine to just attack and play Bones, like, hold up double Wasteland. Or I guess hold up. I don't have to hold up the other Wasteland, do I? I'd rather hold up the path. I guess that's not true, because I'm going to Wasteland this Cavern just to take them off of some kind of mana. And then if they want to, like, fetch Surveil Land, I want the Wasteland up. That's very good for me, with my Fairy Macabre in hand. Not less good for me, but I will accept it if they untap and cast Reanimate. If we draw a land, that would also be pretty nice, huh? Always. Just never didn't have it. I think I want to cast Spirit here, honestly, over Sash. Go land Animate Dead. I believe in you. I guess that's fine. I could just cast Sash. I could Plow the Frog. They have 2 cards in hand. I feel like Plowing the Frog is just right. I don't want to deal with, like, cast Sash, they attack, and, like, Fatal Push the Spirit of Labyrinth or whatever with the Psychic Frog trigger on the stack. I could attack and then see if they want to discard first. But if they discard 1 card, do I just take the trade? Yes, because then I just cast Sash after. You're hitting too late after all? Oh, I guess I was wrong, huh? Yeah, I'm kind of fine with this trade. If they would just want to do that I just get to keep the plow. Lets me, like, cast Sash without being scared. Wow, last cards were Force blue card? Interesting, alright. And then draw Brainstorm, cool. Okay, cool. I don't know why I expected anything different, but my opponent is not... He's just dead! We did it! Hell yeah! I guess Brainstorm locked? Were we drawing? Were we gonna do anything? We're drawing either value, okay. Sick. 2-0 being deck unbeatable. Matches a lot easier than the ones that you played against me. That is true, yes. We take those. Meanwhile, this fucking game is taking 100 years. I was double queuing and I'm up 8 minutes. I think we're gonna win this match, so persistence pays off. I could knock on wood. We could easily, like, die this turn. But, like, we have Solitude plus active Laron, so it's not insignificant hurdles for them to jump through. And we have them next to lethal next turn. Virtue of persistence, that is me. Right now I'm Lockthwain's Scorn. My fucking opponent taking 100 years. Hang on, let me turn off. I always forget. I need to send this photo to myself over Telegram. I don't want to accidentally show it to chat. So we're gonna. Where's the screen? Go dark for a second. Okay, never mind. My Telegram is open on the other monitor. We're good. We're back. I gotta send myself this fucking photo though. It's so funny. Me versus Don Reed. It's so unreal. Especially, like, the clock differential. I wish I could explain how funny this is, but none of my coworkers play Magic enough that they would understand this. And none of my friends obviously know my boss enough to understand how funny this is.
Your life must be so hard. Do you want to open the door for dog?
I need to know. I have a couple of Magic players in my work group, but, like, they're commander players, you know? They don't speak the same language. Alright, we're gonna tank for 5 minutes and then cast Dark Ritual Doomsday? Is that the plan? I really hope they just, like, kill themselves into the Laron. That would be the funniest possible outcome. Would just be like, don't play around onboard Laron. Actually go to 0 cards in library for the first time and just completely die. The disdain as you push command. It's not you're totally allowed to play commander. That's completely well and good. It's just it's not speaking the same language, you know? This is their plan? Unreal. That's their plan, huh? Dark Ritual Deep Analysis. Let me double check that I did all the math. I have 6. Activating Bones is 7, 8. 9, 10, 11 puts them to 1. They cannot cast Doomsday or they will die. Okay, cool. Also, if we draw 4th land, we just have lethal because we can animate both Bones. Does that mean I want to tap the Laron? I guess we get God if they have, like, subtlety, but...
Did you hear that?
Yeah, she's throwing her... I'll let her in after this match. I'm gonna tap it. I don't respect my opponent. Okay, they're just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Cool, they're dead. Yeah, I guess subtlety doesn't actually do it, because then you just bring back the subtlety. Do it? Are they dead? Is my hell over? Oh, thank the Lord. We are free from this hell that Dawn has put me in. Also, Jarvis, thanks for the gift sub to Aishanaz.
What?
Jarvis gifted you a sub. You can use the emotes now.
Oh, thanks, Jarvis. I keep forgetting to sub to Jarrine.
We are free from Doomsday Hell. We did it. We beat the world's slowest Doomsday player. The rest of us can only dream of winning a match against our bosses. True. We have vanquished Don Reed in the marketplace of ideas. I'm just gonna hit him up tomorrow morning. How'd last night go for you? You doing good? Anything
You want to tell me?
anything go wrong? At about 9:30 p.m. last night? Like, was your internet like on the fritz? You kept like cutting in and out or something?
Let dog in.
Alright, let me let dog in.
Throwing yourself out the door.
Alright, we will not start another game because we're about to do the actual prelim stuff. We will let dog in. You dumb cat. Me.
Lift her up. Lift her up.
She's gonna jump up.
Oh, there she goes. There she goes.
You played a match of Magic versus a student. You tutored in SAT math and they miscounted and left themselves dead on board. Wow. That is an incredible story, honestly.
I do bold the stickers behind you. You can barely tell that says Bang Grief.
Yeah, you gotta bold the words. I mean, because the focus is on me, so like it's gonna.
But if it was thick enough, it might still be legible.
if you attacked them and then said you want more tutoring, holy shit, would have been incredible BM. Yes, that would be extremely out of character for you. It would be that makes it funnier, honestly, though. Temporarily possessed by Azax. That does sound like an Azax move. I don't think Azax would tutor anyone in math, though. Let's just switch back to the deck list while we're sitting here waiting. List has been feeling pretty good, though. I do think that Spirit of the Labyrinth's time is now. We are back to the Spirit of the Labyrinth meta, like we were in the Dreadhorde Arcanist days. I do think Spirit of the Labyrinth has a lot of big upside in this meta. As much as some unnamed Death and Taxes players may be mad at me for cutting Thalias, potentially. Look, I have 4 serialized Thalias. I'm the most mad that I don't get to play Thalia. But my number one priority is always building the best D&T list that I can. More so than build the D&T list filled with cards that I want to play. But, like, I get it. Yeah, the problem. Yeah, exactly. Like you play mono white because you could fit in all the cool cards that you like, and you don't have to play like these like boring stinky cards. But again, back to point one of like I'm trying to build the D&T lists to be as good as possible. Hey Cora, thanks for the subscription. Hashtag ban grief. Indeed, we must wait a meager 5 more weeks. I forgot to put the grief clock on. Can we do that between rounds?
There's a grief clock?
No, I'm just gonna figure out how to put a timer on my channel it's like a countdown. I'm pretty sure I could just probably Google countdown into like X date, X time, and it would give me something.
Can you just cycle my tweets?
Countdown to... No, it'll give me like by the second. Countdown to August 26, 2024, 10 a.m., right? This should work. Okay, it just says 41 days. Give me a... I want a timer. I'm sure there's like a website that can give me something that is slowly incrementing downward and not just a calculator that says 41 days. It is 3,464,877 seconds for those curious. Oh, that's until the start of that day. It's plus 10 hours to that. Countdown to a specific date. Give me a website. Live countdown timer with animations. Come on, give me something. Generic. This doesn't work. August 26th, 2024 at 10 a.m. in St. Louis. Countdown days, hours, minutes, seconds. Do we want weeks or just days? I think days is just fine. Create countdown. Did it create? Alright, I have no idea how to get this onto the stream in a succinct way. But I do have it now. Can I like just shrink this website real small and fit it somewhere? Oh god, why is it lagging so badly? I'm just like shrink this down real teeny tiny. Why is there so much lag? What is happening? Man, I don't know a good way to get this on stream in a clean and convenient way, huh? I could do like a window capture and then just kind of, yeah, that might work. What if so if I have it over here, let's try that. How much time we got? We have plenty of time to kill before the next round. We're gonna do this. Add a window capture named grief timer. Got it. Now I can crop it, right? Shift. No, fuck. How do I crop? How to crop sources OBS. We do it live instead of doing this off stream like I should have. Hold down Alt. Damn it. I was so close. There we go. Where do we put this? There's no real room to put this anywhere. I mean, I could shrink it, obviously. But where does it... Where am I supposed to... Just put it right here. Under round score. Just cover up more of chat. That's probably fine. People don't need to see chat, right? Can I just shrink this down? Oh, yeah. Oh, this looks good. How's this looking, chat? You guys can still read that, right? You guys obviously can't read the thing, the text at the bottom that says until Monday, blah, 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 but that's not the important part. Unfortunately, I cannot read. Is that like just a condition? Like you just can't, you're just illiterate, or you cannot read specifically this timer? Never learned. I got it. Unfortunately, I cannot help with that. Alright, that was pretty good, I think. We've added the grief timer to to the stream. I have no idea if that'll work when I put the computer to sleep and turn it on later, but I was here when grief clock went live. I said I was gonna do it when I was like week 1 when I was bitching about them not banning grief, and then I just never remembered because that's just how my brain works. The next ban announcement is in a week or so? According to what? I watched this. I've heard this rumor going around. If this link actually says there's a ban announcement in a week, then... Oh, interesting. It does say there's a ban announcement in a week, huh? Why does it say that? Did this get edited? Can we see the history of this? What happened?
Wait,
No, this is June 24th. This is not July 24th. I'm being lied to. I'm being baited, yes.
There's no ban?
There's not a ban.
Aw, man.
Getting baited. Getting baited like... I'm being chatted. After Jarvis got baited and then came to me with the same bait. Yeah. I watched the stream. They never said anything about a ban. Ban's not happening.
I want to be free.
It's all good. It's easy to get baited. It's 40 days, right? A week is
41 days?
It's,
Didn't we calculate
it's 40
it
days.
yesterday?
It's 40 days and 12 hours away, so yeah, 41 days. Is that right by your count?
Ugh.
You're on what, day 21 today? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Close to day 21
It would get to
today.
62.
God.
That's so many lewd drawings. They're not all lewd. I would say...
Some of them are really cute.
Yes,
okay?
I would say a very small portion are actually lewd.
Excuse you, who was that? I'm not looking in your chat.
Comrade Crab Cake.
Well, I like him, so
He gets a pass.
he gets a pass. But yeah, they're not all lewd. Come on, guys. Can you kill her?
The popular ones on Twitter are lewd. Yeah, he's got you there. The top anal plug actually beat Deathrite Shaman. The day one it beat it in likes as of yesterday.
So disappointed.
It's really
in
funny.
Twitter, I say, as I knew this was going to happen.
You're so sad you had to learn what that was. Jarvis, no.
What? Hold on. Do we need to explain something?
No, he already learned it.
Okay.
The top one had really got me. He laughed in public. It was really funny. Yeah, it was a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Unfortunately.
Can you get her off my desk?
You were the one that wanted her back in here.
Yeah, because she was throwing herself against the door.
She can throw herself at the door all she wants. It won't come down. She's like 5 pounds. Ugh. It's 40 days till the ban. Yeah, for real. It is actually an eternity, yes. I will fuck off to Dual Commander land starting next week. And play Dual Commander for like a month. What deck am I gonna build? My top considerations right now are Yoshimaru. And I think Yoshimaru has partner, so I guess technically I get to pair it with something else just for colors, because you're just always casting Yoshimaru, and like the partner rules in Dual Commander that you can only cast one of your 2 partners if you have 2. Which makes sense, because partners are like stupid broken. Maverick time. Main deck Containment Priest versus Maverick. Alright, we're doing it. Rip Aname. I do miss Aname. They banned my old mono black Sidisi deck, if you remember that one, George. They've banned Buried Alive. There was also a commander that was just Buried Alive, like a combo with Buried Alive that it's also banned. But I'll probably try my old mono green Selvala deck as well. And I'll try Yoshimaru. Probably pairing Yoshimaru with red. I assume there's like a red partner that I could pair him with. And just build like a white-red aggro deck with like all the busted white-red cards. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, is like it literally doesn't matter what the partner is because you can only cast one and you're just always casting Yoshimaru. I guess we're not fetching Surveil Land, huh? Die, mom, die. Ply your mom, haha. Get your jokes in chat. I think we play the Vial. As much as I want to like hold up Priest, Green Sun for 1 this turn specifically doesn't feel super likely to me. Green Sun is more likely in this matchup going for like bigger and better things. This gives us a nice opportunity to fetch Surveil Land. The joke is WotC not putting pre-reform war on MTGO. That, I mean, yeah, there's also that. Just in for those of you that were following the Mana Traders drama, Mana Traders tweeted like talking about how many sets were coming out, and then like they couldn't keep up and they're raising prices or whatever. And notably, yes, those are kind of big deals, but also they put Fallout as one of the sets that was like that they had to deal with. They were like, look at all these sets that came out this year: Fallout, 40k, Markov, Thunder Junction, blah blah. Fallout did not come out for Mana Traders. What am I looking for here? Just more removal spells, Stoneforge Mystics, threats. Not really more lands. It's a little awkward if I get Wastelanded here, but I'll mill this looking for other stuff. The question is if I don't think I Skyclave this. It's... Hey, Nicole, thanks for the raid. Hope your stream went well. We are playing some Legacy Death and Taxes here. Deciding if I want to Skyclave this Noble Hierarch. I'm generally of the opinion that I don't go after mana versus Maverick. His mana is looking a little shaky with like the Karakas into Forest, making me think that this is like the only white source. If you're playing in paper, will it become pre-reform? I'd probably play 2 and I'd cut the Phantom Blade and something else at random. I would also probably change this deck fairly significantly. If maybe not significant. I'll show you what my paper deck lists look like. I'm playing in a... Remind me when I'm between matches or something, because I have a paper deck list loaded up on Moto to play in a paper 1K on Saturday. Anyway, train of thought. I don't want to Skyclave this. Thinking about attacking the mana, generally not something I'm interested in doing in this matchup. I think I will just hold up Containment Priest. But yes, shout out to Nicole. I have a bad habit that I will never get better on of just getting completely sidetracked trying to talk about any 2 things at the same time and completely forget about some number of them. Very inconspicuously don't put Yorion in hand. Don't worry about it, opponent. Just play land Green Sun for 3. What could go wrong? Notably a little awkward, obviously, if I Contain a Priest and I have my Aether Vial, but if it trades with a card, it's just still very good. I'd much rather Skyclave that. And we'll have Vial on 2 for potential Containment Priest. Green Sun, Green Sun, Green Sun, Green Sun. Oh man. Stop just having the cards. Not cool. Now what do I do? I don't think I flashed this in because I would rather just use the Vial. I'm gonna Skyclave the Knight, just depending on what I want to do with this Elvish Reclaimer. Where were you last turn, huh? I think I just Skyclave the Knight and Sig go. I don't think I want to like Solitude pitch Spirit on the Reclaimer. I don't really think the Reclaimer's that threatening in Maverick. save the Flame Tongue Kavus for the bigger threats. Like, it was more scary in worlds that they had Saga, but I think the Maverick players have mostly cut Saga from their deck again for the while they were like playing the one copy. Can you cast a Green Sun Zenith, please? No? Alright, I guess that's fine. I'm just gonna put in the Stoneforge, or put in the Spirit here, untap, tick it out to 3, and just like hold up the Priest after that. Just want to put bodies in play. Breaking Toast is being done with my DMs. That's just every day for Toast. Thank you, Nicole. Have a good night.
Did you just insult my best friend?
Yes.
I will kill you.
Am I good? Should I have attacked? No, this Reclaimer's threatening 3-4. Oh, did the last episode of Acolyte come out?
Did it? It wasn't out when we checked, like, 2 hours ago. Because I wanted to watch it.
Exile a card in my graveyard at random.
You need to.
It's reasonable to exile permanents and, like, for future, I guess they're using the mana for that instead. I was thinking, future, like, Lion Sash. Yeah, this is fine. I doubt this is gonna get a Dryad Arbor. Thespian Stage. Oh, so it does have the Dark Depths combo. Interesting. Not something I'm super concerned about. I would love to not have my opponent gain 20 life, but might just be a necessity. This probably is Arbor, right? This might get Surveil land. Blue? Interesting. Nadu, maybe? No, I really don't want to, Solitude the Reclaimer. Do we not put Yora in hand? Yeah, I have a Containment Priest in my hand. What if he draws Green Sun Zenith Jarvis? We don't really have to put Yora in our hand until we, like, file on 5, probably. Or if we just hit, like, 5 mana and don't want to cast Solitude for some reason. I realized I know you from Twitter on account of being the spouse of the better Thalia waifu guy. That is true. That is me. Famously married to the better Thalia waifu guy.
Well, I thought I was famously married to the D&T frog guy.
What's this get? It's gonna get like a Lightning Greaves or something? Just GT? Sure. I guess that is a little threatening, huh? That's not great for me. This Containment Priest has not paid off. Obviously it only has like the 4 Green Suns to really hit, but you know. Do I just have to Solitude this and try to top deck something?
Oh my god.
It's unfortunate that could just trade with it. Then I lose my whole board. My opponent gets a 3/3 thing. I have nothing. We might just die because we haven't really drawn anything. We started with our hand of Plow, Solitude, Containment Priest, Skyclave, right? And then we just drew like Land Spirit. Can you guys shut up? What is she even meowing at? Where's Dog?
Dog is under, so she's stressed.
Oh, Dog's pestering her. Yeah, Solitude and Fetch a Surveil Land is like not exciting, but it gives me 2 looks at like something to answer the GTA, and we have a lot of things that can answer the GTA. Let's Surveil first, I think. Not shuffling after that.
She's so upset.
Let's get some better info. I guess this is a little awkward. I could let them eat a creature, but I'd probably keep most creatures. Well, the info is that we just have a draw step to try to draw something. I think I kind of do have to Solitude, though. We can draw Flicker Wisp, we can draw Recruiter, we can draw Laron, we can draw, the 4-drop Witch Enchanter. Although I guess now they're also threatening Dark Depths, so we'd have to like draw several answers in a row. Does this file go to 4? Yes, because if we draw a Recruiter, we can just get Witch Enchanter, and if we draw any 3, we have just like cast it, then get to Yorion next turn, which is pretty important. Yeah, so we took up. Probably dead, huh? This game did not pan out well. Very good opening hand, very bad draw steps. That is just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, though. Could have maybe sequenced the early turns like a little bit cleaner. Like I could have potentially like been casting this Yori on this turn, right? If I hadn't like futzed around with holding up this Containment Priest a bunch. And then never actually using it, and then it ends up getting pitched to the Solitude, right? It's like maybe that was a misplay. If I cast Yori on this turn, it exiles the Jite, but then we have, you know, one more turn to... They don't even threaten the Dark Depths. Sure. I mean, we're dead. They're just gonna equip Jite and we're gonna die to it, as is the natural order of things.
You have to calm down.
I wonder if I just stack block. They like equipped a Reclaimer or something. Just try to trade with a thing and then draw an answer to the Jite. So given that it's just gonna kill my board anyway. Sure. I guess that's fair. I think I'd rather have a 3-1 in play if they just send. Like, I could trade here and then also lose my Skyclave, or I could keep the 3-1 back, so when they kill this, at least I can, like, trade with the 3-3. This is fine. As fine as it can be.
Are you happy?
Did Cat finally get fed up and leave?
Yeah, dog.
Thank God. It's like Script Ranger, pick up Hedge Maze, replay Hedge Maze. Kind of a sick interaction. Yeah.
Why are you the worst?
And then now you Dark Depths and threaten the act. I guess that's why you don't get Dark Depths that turn. If you have the mana to just... You can just threaten the Dark Depths next turn anyway, right? You just put the Dark Depths in play and you just have the 2 mana here. If we draw, like, Solitude, we could potentially be cooking. Letting me get this far is a little suspicious. Yeah, I think they're supposed to... Yeah, you're definitely supposed to kill this before the Vial ticks up. Can we draw another land? Plow. Not really good. I'm done with this game. We need to move on to a game 2. We can, like, Plow Merrill Age. They're at 41. We still have an answer. Don't have an answer to a Jite. I mean, get attacked for a few turns. I just done playing that game. Hedge Mage is interesting, though. I wonder what that means. Hedge Maze plus Stoneforge makes me think that there's like potentially Nadus in my opponent's deck. It looks pretty clean actually, just 3-path GTA for 3 spirits, or for 4 spirits, fine. We talk about White Orchid Phantom. There are like a few utility lands you could snipe. I don't think a White Orchid Phantom is better than any card that's currently in my deck. So I think I'm fine leaving them in the board. Obviously, like, not exciting versus a deck that has 2 to 3 basic lands, likely. Cora says hi, by the way.
Hi.
Should specifically tell the grief having T for T sex guy that I said hi. Was the message.
Thank you. Hi. Hi back.
Try to draw a little bit better for this next game.
I am cheating and sketching tomorrow.
Oh, that's not cheating. That's literally what you're supposed to do. You gotta get a couple days ahead for when we go to Gen Con.
That's true. I do have to do that.
This game kinda sucks. Okay. Maybe this keeps wrong, but I don't know. Solitude Bones is pretty powerful. We could have the bones removed and this hand is much worse, but we get like a Scry, we have some removal spells. Path, fairly significantly worse than Plow here, but it's not a card I want to draw. What's up, Jared? Wasteland me? That's totally fine. By all means. Give me more time to draw good cards. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Get Wasteland to draw the curve filler. Mom into Bones is pretty powerful too, if they don't have the removal spell here. Because it protects the Bones, lets me fire off the double Solitude with more consistency. Plow? Yep. Notably, they found a Wasteland. Can I trick my opponent into wanting to Wasteland? If I play Swamp, I think my opponent might want to Wasteland me. Notably, that doesn't really do anything for me. Just gives me some more draw steps. I'm happy to be Wastelanded, so I guess it's fine to do. We just exile lands for now. There are no creatures. Shrinks potential Knights and Reclaimers and stuff. Yep. This is what we wanted. That's less what we wanted. Like, I have to path that at sorcery speed, which is kind of inconvenient. Also, because I played the basic Swamp, I can't path plus Mom now. Whoops. So much for wanting to provoke the Wasteland, huh? We could Solitude it, notably. That feels pretty greedy, though. Solitude pitch the Mom. Hope they don't have another removal spell for the Emperor. That might not be unreasonable, honestly. Keep the path for later. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great if my opponent just has like another Plow, but I think it looks best for me. Yeah, Solitude this, pitch the Mom, hold up the Adapt. Does make my opponent just like casting a creature here awkward, which is nice. It requires specifically removal spell right now. Yeah, like that. I guess I gain an extra 2 life, right? No reason not to. This was definitely the punish. Such as life. Hey, Texas Frisbees, thanks for the follow. I'll exile my own Emperor of Bones, thank you. And Joey, thanks for the follow as well. Yeah, this was the thing I did not really want to see. Two cards left in hand versus nothing over here. Do I let the Reclaimer live a turn? We have Caracas. They might go get Wastelands. I think I just want to put Yorion in my hand this turn, though. I'm not super keen on pathing this Reclaimer if I don't have to. With only two cards in hand, I'm not certain that my opponent wastelanding me is actually productive for them. What do they get? They might just get like Surveil Land here. Just kind of whatever. Maybe they go for Wastelands. Feels like, yeah, Surveil Lands makes more sense. I still don't think I want to path this. It's like kind of awkward because I kind of want to path this, but I really just don't want to give them lands either at this stage of the game. I'm just gonna bolt myself, cast Witch Enchanter here, honestly, unless we draw something better. Or bolt myself, cast Yorion. Does that mean I path now? My opponent has 3 mana now. We're hitting it for 4. No. That's better than my other plans. I have to decide which one I want to eat. I kind of want to... Attacking the mana never works. We have this path sitting in hand the whole time. Where my opponent's going to be able to cast their spells at some point. So I should take the actual stuff that matters off the board. It's something that it's really hard to not tunnel vision on. Like, oh, my opponent's stumbling, I can attack their mana. It just almost never works in this matchup. The matchup takes forever. They're going to cast their spells. I'm going to want to target their relevant cards. I also think I'm not playing this Witch Enchanter. Maybe that's wrong. There's potential that I want to use it to like shatter, you know, a GTA or something, but I could also potentially have draw 6 land and like Yorion hold up Caracas, which would also be nice. I think I'm playing it. No, I changed my mind. Tough call, though. A lot of tough calls this game. Dismember, interesting choice. I guess I shouldn't yield. I should yield till end step. If they play Knight, I'll path it or something. Yep. Here's where I feel like a dunce drawing another land. Oh, alright. Did not draw a land, not a dunce. We get to cast our spells. Alright, 2 cards in hand. My opponent's 4 mana. What do I want? I'm almost certainly playing the Witch Enchanter out now, because now I just want to hit more land drops. I could play the Witch Enchanter and get a 2. That feels loose. My opponent has 2 cards in hand, so like, we could theoretically grab Bones and play out Bones here, and then eat the Skyclave or something like that. set up like a really gnarly end step activate, but that's like really bad into removal. Maybe I don't care if that's bad into removal. Because we have two relevant threats to remove with the Recruiter and the Bones now. I'm kind of into that. Just get like Flicker Wisp or something. This feels worse than removal. I really want to get a 2 this turn, just so I can threaten multiple spells. I don't think I want Stoneforge. Maybe I do, but I want removal for like a bigger threat. My opponent had just gotten to 3 mana that turn and cast a thing, and now they have 4 mana. They could put a lot of stuff into play that's scary. Worry about my clock a tiny bit. Maybe this is... I don't know. Tough lines this game. This might be greedy into removal, but if they have a removal spell, then we can just Yori on the Recruiter, and we're still pretty okay. If they don't have a removal spell, this is really good. That's a removal spell, alright. They can turn their creature into a Bones, but that doesn't actually do a lot because they don't have black mana. Do they have something to do with 2 mana? Otherwise they should have equipped this, right? I guess they have removal, right? That's the line. They have removal for the Recruiter. It's possible we were supposed to leave this Skyclave until next turn. Yeah, I thought about that. Just like grabbing the Hierarch or something. Alright, well. At least we get to protect our Yorion, if nothing else. Not worth attacking there. I don't want to attack into like a fucking Scrib whatever. Did I just grab Flicker Wisp here? We could Flicker Wisp this to shatter the Aegis, or Flicker Wisp, you know, the Yorion or the Recruiter or something. Flicker Wisp seems not bad here. I don't know what my opponent's last card is. Flicker Wisp Yorion probably not great into the Crocus. We could also just have Skyclave the Aegis. Maybe that's better than Flicker Wisping the thing for the Aegis. Skyclave, we have mana, we can activate it. Well, let's just get Skyclave. Skyclave's just always good versus Maverick. Sure, that was the 2 mana spell. Need to play a touch faster, huh? Yeah, they can copy my Bone Man, but there's nothing to grab even. Even if they did have like a black mana somehow. There's literally, they can just get back a Hierarch. It's not the end of the world. Stoneforge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, they still can't even GT me even with a land because we just block pick up Yorion. They could set it up at like over 2 turns, right? Play the Stoneforge, hold it up. Potentially like bounce the Yorion or whatever. You exile this thing, get the Bone Man. Then we have a 4/4. You get like Cauldra. Cauldra would be a little scary, huh? Might have to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I have to pick pick up Yorion and re-recruiter if that were the case. What are they doing here? Sure. This is just GT. Oh, this is Cryptic Coat. Neat. I'm starting to wonder if Nadu's in this deck, or my opponent just wanted to play with the cool blue equipment. Yeah, if I still had the Emperor in the, or the Skyclave in the yard, this would be insane, right? Skyclave this, get back the Emperor. Get back the Emperor, Emperor, Skyclave, Skyclave the Cryptic Code or whatever. Well, a decent pickup here. We are under pressure of just dying a little bit, which is something I'm trying to be cognizant of. I think I am just going to exile this Cryptic Code, I think. My opponent has a bunch of mana, I don't want a bunch of 2/2s. Mother of Ruins will presumably help us not die. Next turn we can like Yorion multiple things, stabilize with Solitudes and such. Do have to be a little bit cognizant of like, no, they never make it thing with Emperor of Bones. I'm trying to think of like if they killed off their Stoneforge or whatever, they could get it back. Okay, there is Nadu in their deck. Good to know. Hopefully it's not underneath this cloak. That would be unfortunate, huh? Maybe it's just a blue splash for... Sure. Oh, they wanted to do this first. And then equip. Gotcha. Yeah, this is just a blue splash for blue equipment plus Nadu, and then like Greaves goes with the Nadu, but is better than Shuko because it doesn't suck as bad when you draw it, like right here. I'm just gonna take 4. We're getting a little bit low. We're untapping with this Mom, which will help us stop getting hit. I think I want my Emperor of Bones back more than anything, just so I have more shit in play. Wait, hang on. We can attack, right? We get an attack for 2. Which could end up mattering. Am I recruiting? Just a Solitude? I think so. Could recruit Containment Priest if I wanted, just to like play another creature. Oh, I didn't tap right. I'm not holding up 4/4. It's not great. I wanted to be able to block this cloak guy. Or the 3/3. Well, the 3/3 I can block with Mom, so it's not the end of the world. But I should have fetched and held up black. Green Sun for 3 means Nadu. Should have got the Container Priest, huh? I mean, I could still kill this, or like bounce it back to their hand. So if I target the Nadu and one of their 2 draws is another land, we die. So I'd rather pick up my own Yorion and Solitude this. Then they have to pick it up, and then they don't have as much. I'm taking too long, but... It also lets me have Solitude on the... Emperor of Bones next turn, potentially. It's Disruptor Flute, interesting. Picks it up, sure. Stoneforge, sure. We can't kill the Greaves, so we're still probably dead. Once we top deck something to kill the Greaves. I think this Cloak is supposed to send. Let's go to 6, try to draw Laron, Flicker Wisp, Skyclave. Ooh, that does it, right? Keeps me alive. Gonna time out for a game 3, but yeah. Nadu's still a draw engine with the Caracas, notably. It's not like they're super dead here, but I think I can win this. Even the Greaves is down. Also, the Nadu can't be a draw engine with the Caracas because it puts the shields down on it, and we just Solitude it after that. They send the Cloak, I just block with the Witch Enchanter. I guess it's a 3/3. I just block with the Witch Enchanter and a Recruiter. We don't have Yorion anymore. Don't need the Recruiters. I just don't want to take damage. If they send with the Illusion, I just use Mom. I guess they have Stoneforge hand, right? They could Stoneforge Jite and send with the Cloak. That's pretty bad for me. Is there a better line? I could have gotten Laron instead of Wisp. No, they have Caracas. But it would have given me, like, a thing to kill the Jite next round. Because I knew they had the Stoneforge in hand, too. I was just playing too fast. The Laron would give me a line to at least kill the Wisp with minimal damage. They also do have Flute, so, like, the Mom's actually not that good here. They could always turn off the Mom if they want to. But yeah, I think getting Laron was much better than getting Wisp here. My instinct was grab Wisp because I wanted a flyer to actually start trying to end this game. But yeah, now we don't really have a solid answer to this GTA, huh? Well, who's your favorite rabbit that's spoiled? I don't have a favorite rabbit that's spoiled.
You don't like rabbits?
Yeah, this is the bad news, huh? At least they can't kill the Mom and the Emperor, huh? This just always kills the Emperor, though. works. I was kind of surprised they let me go to combat, but I guess... Yeah, the cloak is colorless. It's pretty annoying. But I guess if I ever try to adapt, they just can kill the Emperor Bones in response, right? So I can't even threaten the adapt here. I just have to recruit Laron and take the L on some number of my creatures. They're not killing the Emperor, which could be good for me. Could mean they just have a removal spell, right? They actually don't have any of these cards in their hand besides Flute. Yeah, attack with Wisp first, got in 3 damage at least. Got a 6 though. This illusion we just chump block. Could you 1B again and adapt over the top of GTA? Oh, could I? Is that how this works? Can you adapting a creature? It's not activate once, right? It's activate only if it doesn't have counters on it or something. Is that how that works? Is that better than casting Recruiter for Laron though? Not 100% sure. I guess it is, right? Well, they still kill the mom. Oh yeah, we knew they had the Nadu. Path, huh? I don't even know what I want to do here. I'm just taking game actions because my clock's running out. Problem is, I think they're just going to untap and then attack me with this Nadu. And I just take 4 and then have to double removal spell it next turn. With like Solitude plus Nadu. I'm not... I guess that is kind of scary, but... Yeah, I think we're just going to time out, but... I think I win this game. I'm not sure. I'm at 2, so I guess maybe not. Am I like dead to alpha? Probably not. Because we get Solitude back. Cauldron, oh no. That one might be impossible to beat, huh? Cultra and Mom? Alright, sure. I don't think we're winning all of a sudden. Cradle? Just cast the Cultra? Oh, Liberator for the Sash? Brutal. Just have it all. That was an incredibly good last, what, 400 cards in their hand, right? I think we are just dead by far. But I will certainly make it my opponent's problem to figure out, huh? Oh no, we're literally like dead. No, we're not dead on board, are we? No. So we have 2 colors of blockers, but the mob means that we're definitely, if we're not literally dead right here, which I think we probably are in some weird fashion, then we're certainly dead next turn, right? We can go to 1. Oh no, the Exalted means that we are dead. We can block with the bones and we die. I should have drawn my card in response to the activation. We'll see if we draw a plow. See if I get punished. No. Okay, cool. That was a fun game, though. Can't help but feel like I messed up on, like, several different occasions there, though. But certainly Nadu makes that matchup more difficult. Like, my opponent getting to cast Ancestral Recall and then, you know, casting all their spells that turn was much better if they were just than if they were just playing, like, you know, whatever junk Maverick stuff. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Ask Frankensteiner. This was the list that I am taking to a paper 1K tomorrow, or on Saturday. Something close to this list. Obviously, you can customize sideboards based on what you're expecting. I was also thinking about cutting like an Emperor Bones or a Thalia back for the 3rd Wisp. Also, these plate armors are obviously pre-war formal wears. But basically a lot less like main deck scam hate. One of these cards is maybe a 3rd Wisp. The Wisp and pre-war formal wear just pair really, really well. It's kind of like you kind of just want to play 3 when you have access to formal wear.
Yeah, I have an important question.
What?
Do you want ice cream?
I can go for some ice cream. Had a local player ask about Timeless Dragon play on and off. What are some reasons they think about adding Timeless Dragon? I think Timeless Dragon's a lot worse now. You basically only ever wanted it in mono white, and like mono white has a bunch of stuff to do with their mana now. Like it was a way that mono white got to run a card that was like kind of Horizon Canopy-esque. It's a land that also like pulls double duty. But now you have like a lot more utility lands in mono white. With like a bunch of witch enchanters and stuff. I wouldn't be super keen on adding Timeless Dragon back in right now. It's like good when like Delvers are bigger, right? Because it makes it's an uncounterable 4/4. It's really nice versus a bunch of like DRCs and Delvers, stuff like that. Definitely wouldn't play it in the scam meta, that's for sure. Paying 4 mana making a token versus like the 3 to 4 Brazen Borrower deck is not thrilling. I wasn't sure if you were feeling too pre-war formal. I have never played pre-war formal with Bones, so I might be off in my assessment. Like maybe it is too much reliance on the graveyard. I do have ice cream. Timeless Dragon was incredibly funny when Delver was playing stuff out for the white bloom meta. I mean, Timeless Dragon was always just really funny against Delver. I have a screenshot of me beating Javier in like the finals of like a challenge or something, and he's got like a Torpor Orb and a True Name and Nemesis or something like that, and I just have a Violent 5 and a Timeless Dragon. Cookies and cream? Hell yeah. One of my favorite flavors. My ice cream is also white splashing black. That is true. I never thought about it like that. Yeah. I don't foresee the tension being too bad. Specifically, like, one of the best things you can be doing with Emperor of Bones is getting back Solitude, which is something that Formal Wear just literally can't do. So I'm not that concerned about it. I think we could delay a turn if we had Formal Wear in our deck there. I'm pretty sure we had a dead Skyclave. Formal Wear back to the Skyclave. Eat the mom. We're still gonna die to the Cauldron. The Cauldron can equip to a knight and just put him for a huge amount of trample damage. So we would have had to Formal Wear back Skyclave, Skyclave mom, and then tap LeRon into like a Plower Path. This is now cookies and cream taxes. I was calling this deck Squid Ink Pasta for a while because, like, when I splashed red, it was marinara taxes. And, you know, Squid Ink Black Pasta. Alright, now it's TLT&T.
Aha!
Lock Tomb reference. For Lock Tomb fans out there, because Emperor of Bones. Yeah, I think that game 2 is probably very winnable, but I love talking. And the Maverick matchup can take a while, and then as your timer dwindles down, you start getting rushed. Oh, the clock's not going down. How do I fix that? No one noticed the clock not. Do I have to have the clock, like, up and active? If I take it off, that's fine. But if I minimize it, it probably stops. Oh, it just goes away forever. Okay. I don't know how exactly this clock works, but we'll figure it out. Got your Cassandra and Spear after watching the State of Noodle. I do think the Red Splash is pretty poised to be good in a post-Grief world. It's definitely high on my radar. Although just straight mono white seems like it could be good too. This stuff. Obviously, it's just going to be impossible to predict what the meta is exactly going to look like, but just based off of the decks that I expect to be pretty, like, reasonable role players, I think mono white or red white has more potential than black white in a future meta. But hey, maybe red white initiative takes off. I think black white has the best shot against initiative because Thoughtseize. You know, I don't own the Assassin's Creed cards yet. I just finally ordered my I got my MH3 cards like a week ago. I would probably buy a Phantom Blade, but I don't think it's playable in paper. I think Formal War just does its job too well. And Phantom Blade is a little bit clunky. Like, costing 5 is a lot. And it's Batterskull-esque mana cost. Formal War is so good. I'm excited to catch Formal War on Saturday. Wait, what the fuck did I get tagged in?
Oh, I put the screenshot from the
spouse of the better Thalia waifu guy. Yes. I grabbed a blade. Yeah, that'd be my plan. I've ordered many a D&T card with the intention of never putting it in my deck ever. But who knows? Maybe there's some real whack fucking meta out there where you want a Phantom Blade in your deck. It's probably like fucking 40 cents or whatever. It's an uncommon, right? Wait, is it an uncommon? Probably. Rarities are made up anyway. It's not even a draft set.
Ooh, Interview with the Vampire is coming to Netflix.
Is Phantom the best equipment against Stifle Knot? No, because it still gets turned off by what's it called, right? The stupid Thrall. So you just want GT. Because GT kills the Thrall. What's the most fun deck to play against with D&T? An enjoyable matchup. Probably most like control matchups are pretty interesting. I guess less so in the world of like the Beans 1/4 Erling us control, but like some control decks can be very, very interesting to play. Oh shit. For some reason I didn't even see like the 2 minute. Have I won any die rolls today? I think I might be 0 for 5. I've forgotten 2 of them. I forgot our first round where I think I was on the draw versus Initiative in our first round of the league, and I think I was on the draw versus Harry. It's a real awkward hand, but seems okay. Swamp Go. Horrifying. Means we're probably just gonna fucking die. Nothing I can do about it. My poor D&T player soul is just gonna get Entomb reanimated, and that's our life. Now the question is, are they on Scam, or are they on, like, red-black? Mono-black? Oh, no, this is red-black. This is just blue-black still. Never mind, I'm stupid. Yeah. Just regular ass. Blue-black Scam. They actually, I mean, they hit a Force of Will, which means the game's probably over. What do you draw? Crocus, I suppose. Night Cora. Have a good one. What'd they keep? Force, Animate Dead, Delta, Frog. Which means if we Caracas this, they can discard a Frog and Animate it again. Yeah, we can go next. I'm good. I'm good. Those are the hands you definitely lose to, is the Reanimator hands. Versus Scam. What was I doing? This, 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 this. Yeah, this thing seems pretty stacked. A lot of cards I want. My opponent's 1 to 6. We have Thoughtseize. My opponent's 1 to 5. We have Thoughtseize. Feeling pretty good. Let's take a peek, huh? What you got over there? want to take this grief. But, like, they're on a mull of 5. If they grief my spirit, how much do I really care? I think I just take the brainstorm. Pretty solid 5. Certainly not a lot to complain about there. Kind of like decent arguments for taking a few cards on that Thoughtseize. Alright. So they have Troll and the draw for turn. I will simply cast my Spirit of the Labyrinth. Fetch Surveil Land, cycle Troll. Probably just want Surveil Land here. Depending on what they drew, obviously. They have like Animate Dead. Well, Animate Dead would be bad. But I think that sequencing doesn't make sense to me. I guess if their last card was Reanimate, then maybe it does. Alright. Want to surveil. We can maybe race. I think we could just race. Even if we don't find an answer. I kind of want to wasteland them. Prevent, like, an Animate Dead or something over surveilling, right? We just have lethal. Hit this, attack for 6, put them to 7, then we just have lethal, so the wasteland's just going to matter more. They draw, like, is their last card like Fatal Push for real? Oh, come on. Unreal, dude. Jesus. Why take Brainstorm when just draw perfects, I guess. Oops, I should have played my land, but we're literally dead, so it doesn't matter. Had to be like exactly Fatal Push because they had one land, one card in hand. Frustrating. Oh well. Plenty of time for a round though. Let's just go back to the league, huh? Yeah, not too broken up about how that game played out though. Like, you play against scams so many times, like, sometimes you're just on the lower end of variance. That game felt very good, and I think, like, we play that specific game, you know, 9 out of 10 times and we win. And sometimes you just, like, when you play against scam 10 times, sometimes you are that 10th match. And that's just how it works. I'm not going to complain about getting griefed as my opponent mulls to 5. I'm going to complain about them top decking Fatal Push as, like, the actual 2-outer in their entire deck to save them in that situation. like in as a low stakes as a prelim, just really doesn't matter enough to me. Sometimes scam will get you like that. I don't want to play versus Lotus Petal decks. What on earth is Island Lotus Petal? Show and Tell? Am I supposed to like hold up Containment Priest next turn? Could be Doomsday. If it is Doomsday, then like Emperor Bones still kind of sucks shit. Oh, well, I guess that kind of helps. Let's just Thoughtseize them. Show me what's going on over there, opponent. I need to know. Lotus Petal means I want to see what you have, what your goods are. Oh dear, it's the sudden substitution deck. Huh. So we're gonna get one ring, but then we're gonna just Skyclave it. So I'm fine with that. It's just a matter of what do I take with this. What do I take with the Thoughtseize? Ignore the one ring. How do I beat sudden substitute? Like they cast a pact, right? And then I can't pay for the pact. Show and Tell Hive Mind kills me with the pact, and also the card sudden substitution kills me with the pact. So I can't break up the combo in any meaningful fashion. Which kind of makes me want to like take the one ring, but the one ring kills the petal at least, which is kind of nice. Show and Tell does it cheaper if we don't have a Thalia in our deck though, so that doesn't matter. Sudden substitution cannot be countered with removal spells because it does split second. I've literally never played against this deck. I only know about it like its existence on Moto, so I'm like trying to process it here in real time. I think the answer is like we're just dead if they find a card to pair with the combo. So we just need to just race them down. Which maybe means we do take the one ring, huh? Show and Tell Hive Mind, Pact always kills me. Sudden Substitution, Pact always kills me as long as I have a creature in play. Yeah, I think we just have to. I think we do actually just take the one ring. And we just like Skyclave the petal. They will, of course, have top decked a Pact this turn. And then they will Pact me and Sudden Substitution me in response to the Skyclave. Because that's how the world works. I guess they could just Show and Tell in the Hive Mind right now. Does it do anything, though? It doesn't until they have the Pact. Because it saves them on the mana. But it means I get cantrips, right? Yeah. Seems a little ill-advised, I think. Find... What am I even looking for? Probably Spirit of the Labyrinth? Prevent cantrips into the stuff. Is Stoneforge better than Skyclave? I don't think so. I guess maybe it is. Because if they find the Pact, we're always dead because they Show and Tell in Hive Mind and then Pact me and I die. So taking down the petal doesn't actually do anything. It prevents like cantrip into Hive Mind that turn or something, but I think I actually do. Stoneforge for Cauldron here and just try to beat them to death. find another Thoughtseize, we could potentially like Thoughtseize the show and tell. They're almost hardcast Hivemind territory though. Dry land would be nice for more racing. Guess not. Wonder if I wasn't supposed to scry that land away. Okay. Why not stifle the living weapon trigger? But okay. Kind of perplexing that that's in their deck. Is there like some trick with that? Stifle your one ring trigger? Is you're taking like 5 damage? I don't know. Okay, we're dead. Wait, no, we can pay for that. It's white. It's 1/1. We have the mana to pay for Intervention Pact. Please cast Sudden Substitution, opponent. Oh, they get to steal my Stoneforge, though. That's fun. Forgot that that's how that works. I guess I'll just Skyclave the Stoneforge. I will, in fact, pay white 1. You got me. I don't think I will Swords to Plowshares this Stoneforge Mystic. Maybe I will. Oh, we're just dead. I have to assume that I'm dead. They found a second pact. Not dead? I'm so confused. What's happening? I think I'm just gonna recruit Spirit of the Labyrinth? I could like plow cast 2/2s, but I think I just want to recruit Spirit to try to turn off like a cantrip for a plow, I guess. Oh, we could just get Laron to blow up the Hivemind. Yeah. That's probably a little bit better, huh? I wonder if that means I was supposed to put in the Recruiter, expecting to not... I guess I was just kind of expecting to die, is the thing. We only have 9 damage showing if I play Recruit, or if I play Skyclave here. If I play Emperor of Bones, we only have 10, 11 damage. No, 10 damage showing. They're at 11. Unfortunate. So we can never present lethal next turn, so I think we'd probably do just want Loron. I guess that means we also get to cast Bones here. To present, potentially, if they like tap Ancient Tomb, we could have lethal. Right. Notably, no longer allowed to plow this Stoneforge Mystic because of Hivemind. I suppose if we got Laron. No, if we got Solitude, I mean, we could have presented lethal here. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened at all that entire game. I'm gonna be honest. I think I just boarded this surgical to like maybe try to snipe like a sudden substitution or a show and tell with like Thoughtseize surgical. What the fuck was that? I guess maybe I want like White Orchid Phantoms over Plows to like shoot soul lands. This Container Priest isn't. I guess they're a show and tell deck. They might have fucking Emrakul for all I know. This Container Priest might. I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't come prepared for this matchup. Sure, alright. We'll keep Spirit, Recruiter of the Guard. Hope is good enough. They do indeed have cantrips in their deck. If they, like, keep on the Ponder, do you think I surgical them? Let's try Thoughtseize instead. It's not Thoughtseizes. I kind of want, like, because, like, you always float your good card if you keep top on the Ponder, right, against the Thoughtseize deck. It's like, surgicaling them isn't embarrassingly bad here, and I don't think the surgical is going to get better unless we draw exactly Thoughtseize. So, like, we just shoot our shot. They did not use Ponder's ability. Ponder's ability meaning shuffle. Yes, so they did not shuffle. Alright, I'm just gonna fuck it. Let's see what's going on in their deck at least, huh? Oh, nice. We sniped a second Ponder out of their hand. Let's go. It's kind of funny that Intervention Pact is their main pact. Because we can just pay for Intervention Pact. They just have 3 stifles in here. I guess I should fetch, huh? In case they have a stifle. In case they draw a stifle. I don't think anything they could do here would influence my decision of, like, top or bottom here. Yeah, let's just fucking graveyard that. Play Meticulous Archive, say go. Island go. Draw a 2-drop. Draw like an Impulse. Do they have Impulse in their deck? They don't have any 2s. What are they holding up? Hardcast. Oh, sure. Wait, why in response? Why not on your end step? So you could, like, draw cards if you draw a Brainstorm. Whatever. Or if you, like, cast Show until I don't get a trigger. Sure. Recruit a Laron, I guess. They have sudden substitution, so we're just, like, dead to Pact of the Titan. I guess maybe I want to Wasteland them. They put a card on top. We only know 3 cards. Notably, we are dead. If we don't have triple white, we are dead to White Pact. So I think I like recruiting Laron this turn, and then wastelanding them in subsequent turns. Obviously, if they have like Pact of the Titan, then we die in fire. But Stifle, that's fine. You can't draw cards. Tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. Dang it. Yes! Got him. Calculated play. I'm just super confused this whole game. Just kind of taking game actions, hoping for the best. Tap it again. It was a moto bug last time. Try again. Got Orim's Chant. They have an Otawara. They also pack negations here. I didn't see those, but yeah, obviously can't pay for those either. Can't sudden substitution this, so we can put spells on the stack still. They would need a spell on the stack to sudden substitution pact me, right? Or obviously, like, show and tell in Hive Mind, and then cast a spell, and then pact it. This doesn't seem very good. Am I dead? Does not appear to be the case. Instead, you are dead. Nice, we did it. What a weird, what an incredibly bizarre game that was. Truly no idea what was happening from start to finish. I was casting my spells and hoping my opponent did not know what was happening. Go us. Go team.
I finished?
No, we got another round of the prelim. As soon as Harry finishes a match, I shouldn't complain too much. I was pretty slow against Harry in round 2. We had some like extraordinarily high variance games against Scam, so like not too much to say, right? We completely just blew Jujubee out of the water, but like we managed to steal a game 1, and then I think he got like Brainstorm locked in game 2 or something, and then we just got like absolutely massacred in a game that we should never lose. Match 3, so you know. When you're playing against a deck, like genuinely one thing that is like almost more important than just actual physical results of how you're doing is how the matchup feels, which is a very hard thing to gauge. But like I feel fine enough. Obviously, I'm not excited to play for a Scam, but like it is acceptable, and it is the reason I'm playing black white, because I do not feel fine against Scam when I'm playing mono white. The black cards are very good and powerful tools that appreciably benefit you in the Scam matchup specifically. So, you know, sometimes you get Mold of 5, top deck reanimate into Fatal Push after Thought Seizing, Brainstorm, whatever. Sometimes your opponent gets Brainstorm locked and then, like, dies and concedes on, like, turn 3 or whatever. But the average game, is kind of what you should be angling for, right? We might be able to go to bed early here, huh? We only have 9 players. Maybe we get the bye, huh? Get the bye into 2-2, get our 10 QPs, call it a night. That'd be nice, huh? It's 11 o'clock. Sucks that we're back on the QP grind, huh? I very much enjoyed the 2 months that I had where I didn't have to fucking grind prelims. We're back to the prelim curse of, well, we will never, ever, ever do better than a 2-2. Have literally, since the stream started back up in, like, what, March, April, something? I've literally never done better than a 2-2 on stream in a prelim. It is my burden to bear. I guess I was just thinking that this was like, oh, we're at like 50 minutes or whatever. They're gonna be done any second now, but they could be going on for like 15 minutes for all I know. I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, chat. Hey, get him away, kitty.
Are you gonna stream for him, kitty? Jump up. Come on, jump up.
Yeah. What do you want? Is she She in camera?
She wants to
Oh, you can see her. Jack can see her. You want to be the streamer now? You can go up to the microphone. You gotta speak into the mic, kitty.
Lift her up. Nope, more up.
She doesn't want to talk into the mic. She's camera shy. Get on my seat. Hey up.
I got an incredible screenshot. You can even see the Bang Grief stickers on the corner.
This is very well my last match of Legacy on stream for a hot minute, huh? I guess if we don't play any prelims, because I'm just not going to be playing Legacy, it's going to be... I'm not going to have enough QPs. But, like, the first showcase is August 25th, the day before the ban announcement. So, like, I don't even want to play in that showcase. I already qualified for, like, my one showcase qualifier for the year, so I'm happy about that. I can add it to my my panel of all of the Legacy Showcase, um, whatever they're called.
Do you have them for every single year?
Yeah, I'm 2019 since 2019, since the first one.
Oh, look at you.
I have my 6 years, right? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 now? Yeah. I'll get my 2024 one on Sunday. And then I care a fair bit less about qualifying for these things. So I might just skip the one in August. And then start playing Legacy again after the inevitable ban. We are ninth place, right? So do we get the buy automatically? Is this how this works? I guess we'll find out in 2 minutes.
And then it might be bedtime.
And then we might have just a very anticlimactic end to the stream where we just sit and wait for 10 minutes and then we go to bed. That would be fine. I would be accepting of that. It's 11:15. I don't want to play more fucking Legacy. Like I said, just format just kind of sucks now. It's kind of horseshit that WotC won't ban anything. They've got Nadu going into the Modern RCQ season next week. They have to deal with that for the next month. Legacy, I just don't want to play in the Grief format for a month. They just have decided that they won't emergency ban anything for no reason.
And I'm so hopeful for this Monday.
Real fun and cool all around. Thanks. Shoutouts to Wizards of the Coast for being so caring of their formats. Upside of Legacy plays local events only. Yeah, it's just like so much commitment to go to like local events for me. I'll go to like bigger ones. I didn't even know there was a 1K until Jeremy told me. It just would have passed me by. But like I'm not at a point in my life where I'm just like going to like Thursday night Legacy, you know?
That sounds wild.
That's just not my speed. Just go like maybe if I knew more like Legacy community in St. Louis specifically, and then obviously it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? If I never go, I never like start chatting with people, stuff like that. Are we free? Are we free? Did we get the bye? We're 9th place? Fuck. We don't get the bye. We have to play versus X-Whale? Are you kidding me? In the 1-2 bracket? This is bullshit. Play versus Bean and X-Whale today? Fuck me. For my 10 play points, we gotta scrap it out.
Are you winning or losing this one?
That seems not very good. What does he playing? Just scam. X-Whale is definitely a person who would just play best deck pretty easily. Shocked. Hey, we're immune to grief, scam. Reanimated, I dare you. What's the best draw? Just Containment Priest. Ask and ye shall receive. I'll probably just get like dazed or whatever anyway. I wonder if I'm supposed to like cast it in response to that fetch there to play around daze. Oh, come on, please. Please let him don't have a counter spell. Please, I need to get him. I need to get him so bad. I've never wanted anything more. Or just pass the turn. Don't have it yet. Play a tap land. reanimate target grief? Wow. With one unknown, that's maybe. And I guess maybe his hand is second reanimate, and you just really want to check for, like, source of plowshares first. Don't find it. Just lose. Just lose. Come on. Just die. Alright, well, forced down to one card in hand. I got nothing. What's the best draw now? Lion Sash. Alright, can we do it? Can we pull it off a second time? No. We tried. So there's like a world where I want to play... Oh, no, I don't want to play Karagas. This is an Archon. I'm stupid. I was just thinking it was like an Atraxa the whole time. I'd rather Surveil than put Yorion in my hand for a lot of reasons. I'm really surprised he went, unless we literally get reanimated right now. It's gotta be the only way, yeah. The only way you reanimate Grief there with one unknown. I'm gonna discard this Caracas. It's worse if he also puts an Atraxa, but we potentially want to Surveil a second time. What's our best draw now? Just source of plowshares, I guess. Recruiter would be acceptable, but not great, because I would have to, like, pitch my Yorion to Solitude. Or that, I guess. Well, it's better than, getting Archoned. Four-turn clock, we have a Vial and a Surveil. We just need to find, like, Recruiter of the Guards, like, Skyclave Apparition, any two creatures. Bone Man, yeah. Recruiter of the Guard for Bones would be pretty sicko here, huh? Because it wouldn't actually be that sicko. It would be, like, fine. Even, honestly, like, Stoneforge for, like, Lion Sash might be better. Alright, 9, so fetching doesn't really matter. Get Surveil on. Do not want that. We're going to leave the Vial on 3. Punishes us with exactly 3 draw steps, but it's much better for a lot of other draw steps. Flicker Wisp, Skyclave, Recruiter. There's no reason to play that out. Second Surveil land. Is it just casting on the Grief? Of course it is. Draw Solitude. Draw Recruiter of the Guard. Skyclave. Bone Man. Oh shit. Hold up. think it's just recruit bones, cast bones, end step activate bones. No, it won't, not end step activate bones. It would just be activate bones, get solitude, attack, exile grief, attack, gain 3, and then we have a 4/4 and a 1/1 to block the 3/2 anyway. I think that's the only avenue. I guess we could hard cast a Solitude here. Is that better? But no, it doesn't play around Day's last card. I don't even know if that's better either. I guess we can play out this land now. He knows about it. If he can't attack here, do we start winning the race? I really can't catch a break tonight, huh? Notably, like, it was extremely important that we ditched those Crocuses and kept the fetch lands to get, like, shadowy backstreets into this stuff, or else we would have just died to the Griefs, but it's just extremely frustrating that my opponent's last cards were Entomb Reanimate. Nice main deck Dark Betrayal for my Emperor of Bones. Doesn't even take it. Swamp Cycle. Animated Troll. I'm good. I'm good. It's just how it be sometimes, I guess. I wonder if I am supposed... In those, like, positions with Containment Priest, I wonder if you're just supposed to not try to get the blowout value and just try to jam underneath as much counter magic as possible. I think I am supposed to just cast it in response to the fetch on turn 1. It's something that has come up for me a couple of times, and something that I had not been 100% sure on. Like, the fact that it's so uninteractable, especially in game 1s, I think you're just supposed to jam. Like, if he brainstormed into that force, then we just get to win if we just resolved it then, right? Good lessons to have learned. Yeah, exactly, especially in the game 1s. Snap keep. Yeah. Definitely more worth thinking about in games 2 and 3, certainly. Kind of want to fetch basic swamp with this Prismatic Vista, honestly. Probably just going to go basic swamp, basic plains, but if we draw another land, we might find the second shadowy backstreet here. Is there any punish for grabbing swamp here? I don't think so. It's really cool that Emperor Bones actually goes around Grafdigger's Cage. Really nice synergy in the deck. I don't want want to wasteland this. It always feels suspect to go after their mana, though. I think I just take it slow. Just play around days. This Bones isn't threatening anything. It's just a 2-2. Exiling the yard isn't exactly productive. This is a good opportunity to get a Shadowy Backstreet into play. I think I want this. Represents just a lot of stuff. Removal. More graveyard hate. Next turn we can go like Bones, fetch land. Fetch the second Shadowy Backstreet, deal. Absolutely. Grief me. It's tap land. You could also play into it. Yeah, but like I don't want to let the days convert if I don't have to. I would rather just like not let the days trade with one of my cards, right? Like if they just days as replays under Sea Sewers, I think that's a fine turn for him. This might just be Fatal Push. But that's fine. We got more Bones. I'm gonna exile their Grief. It's a world where I just Grief them next turn, right? Probably don't. They have so many cards in hand. He has so many cards in hand. I just don't even want to draw step it. I just want to deal with damage. But against like a bunch of open mana, I just might not even activate. Right. I am a little bit worried about like Borrower the Cage here, though. Right. So maybe I just want to Grief to play around that. Maybe I don't. Ugh. What is this? What does second cage mean for me, huh? Second cage means I just untap. I could obviously also bottom it. If I just Grief my opponent proactively, we don't need the second cage necessarily. My opponent's 5 cards in hand. But I don't feel like I'm losing to a lot, right? What am I scared of? My opponent has just been playing draw go. I am scared of my opponent being able to answer Grafdigger's Cage and then Entomb Reanimate me. I'm a little bit scared of a card like Powder Keg or whatever. I might not play the second cage here, but it's good potential redundancy if they're playing as like Brazen Borrower or Force of Will or something. Like if their hand is like Brazen Borrower, Force, blue card, Entomb Reanimate, right? Then I could potentially like die to a Archon of Cruelty. I think this is better than the average card in my deck. I guess that we don't die to that if I Grief them in the process. But yeah, I agree with okay. I think I am keeping this cage, but I'm going to Grief them and then see what happens. Alright, deal. I guess that's what happens. Alright, game 3, I guess. These have been, like, extremely lopsided games, right? We've played 6 games versus Scam so far, and they've just all been... I guess the game 1 against Will there was really back and forth, but in ways of, like, he top-decked the shit out of me, then I top-decked the shit out of him, then he top-decked the shit out of me, then I top-decked the shit out of him again, like, very goofy way. Was my commander of choice for dual commander? I don't know yet. I'm gonna explore the format a little bit. I'm probably gonna, like, look at some forums over the next week and like see what the actual dual commander meta looks like. My thoughts are, without looking at anything, is that I want to make like a Yoshimaru aggro deck, and I want to make like my old Selvala ramp deck potentially. Although ramp might not be good. The format might be like too interactive for that nowadays. Keep. Nothing I can do about like the top 5% of hands or whatever, but Sand does a lot of game against a lot of what Scam is trying to do, right? Oh, you just always Cascade here, I think. Obviously, there are sequences that this is bad against. There are sequences that this is good against. I'm going to cast my spell and hope for the best. Okay, no days. That's good for me. End of the world sequence is obviously Entomb Days, but like even Troll Days is like kind of fine. Force pitch days, huh? I think I just plow again. Nice. It's so gross for me if he has the days in addition to force days. Just gonna Stoneforge for Sash. We're in Hardcast Grief territory, which is a little awkward, but we have 2 Sashes, potentially. We can finally get a Vial online on turn 3. Feeling pretty decent about our spot here. We can't get Hardcast Griefed now. Brainstorming to Brainstorm is usually not a sign of strength. If I untap, I'm just gonna Marshflight's go. Potentially Marshflight's Vial go. I don't know if it's worth like trying to play around a Powder Keg. Or a Ratchet Bomb or a Filigree Silex or whatever flavor he happens to be on. Engineered Explosives even. I've seen all 4 in different sideboards. Like the Vial's probably not doing a lot if he blows it up. And then I cast the Vial on, turn 6. Turn 7 even. Just griefs the Sash, sure. Reasonable. Only 1 card left in hand, though. That's good for me. What are we looking for now? Just like stuff. That's not stuff. I think I put URA in my hand here. 1 card in hand, grief down. We really want to Yori on our Stoneforge. Go find like a second sash that's protected from, with the Aether Vial even. You do have to be wary of like Brazen Borrower stuff, obviously. Ew, don't want that. Get the fuck out of here. Is it bad that I want a Thoughtseize here? Like, the world that I'm scared of is like Brazen Borrower, your cage, cast Entomb, untap, draw, reanimate. Does he know his top card? I think he does. He brainstormed into Brainstorm and then just griefed me. And then he just passed the turn after that. So he is Brainstorm locked, notably. Is it playing too scared to cast Thoughtseize? I think it is. I think it's playing too scared. I'm not gonna attack for the 1 damage because he could like have boarded an Orcish Bowmaster. I'm not sure. Could just be Daze, right? I think it's correct to play this. If we play Thoughtseize, we're delaying a turn to potentially him finding an answer to this. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, not dead. Oh, I was gonna be so mad. Is it maybe his hand might have been like Entomb Reanimate spell and just trying to rip the Brazen Borrower there? Oh, alright. We dug our way into a 2-2. Let's go. We get our, what, 10 play points? Or 10 QPs? Hell yeah. Let's go. Ugh. That was a sick match, at least. We went, what, 2-1 against Scam on the day? I'm happy with that. It's about as good as you can ask for, honestly. Went 2-1 here, 2-2 in the league. Ugh. I think this is a good list to be playing online. I'm pretty happy with it. Would not be surprised to end up taking something close to this list into the showcase on Sunday. We will see. Hey, Fish to agree. We are just about to end the stream here. Let's go find someone to raid, huh? Are you done studying the blade? We didn't study the blade at all today, as it turns out. What do we end up cutting the one of Thalia for? I mean, there's like a couple of different things in this list. I showed the paper list earlier, but like, I don't have like main deck Priest or second main deck Sash in paper. I think those are the main differences. I think my list looks like formal wear, Thalia, and potentially I was considering moving a Thalia or the 4th Emperor of Bones into the 3rd Wisp slot, and then the sideboard configuration changes. Wait, don't please. Do you want me to give you your timeout points back? I can refund your points if you don't want to get timed out. Anyway, let's go raid Dingo.
He's still streaming?
He's been I don't understand how that man streams for as long as he does. Wait, I'm not seeing him. Why am I not seeing him?
He's streaming when...
He's streaming at like 5. He's been streaming for like 8 hours. Young Dingo. Yep, still streaming. Refund you? Okay. Wait, hang on. Alright, done. Anyway. It's going to be it for me tonight. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. I'll be back next Wednesday. I usually stream Tuesdays, but I'm going to be streaming Wednesday because that's when Dual Commander comes on to Magic Online, which I'll be definitely trying out. Instead of the hellscape that is Legacy, we played against Scam 3 times in the prelim. I'm going to be playing against Scam. I would bet a lot of money, like 75% of my matches in the showcase on Sunday. But I'll be back. Hopefully have a good story about how that went or how my paper 1K goes on Saturday. And then we will dive into a whole new format until they fucking ban Grief. But thanks everybody for watching. As always, if you want to support the channel, follow me here, follow me on Twitter, subscribe on the YouTube, all linked down below. You can always subscribe here to get access to great emotes and sideboard guides as well. I will likely write a sideboard guide for this deck post-showcase if it performs pretty well. I usually don't like writing sideboard guides unless I'm really feeling a deck list, but this deck list I have been kind of enjoying in terms of its playability versus Scam. But anyway, I'll see you guys all next week.